Hi, my name's Wilx, and this is episode 7 of Direwolf20 on 1.12. Today we're going to make a cursed earth mob spawner, and we're going to stick it inside a compact machine. Before we get started on that, I want to make a couple of improvements from previous episodes. So, when I was setting this up, I set this up so that we had a variable store for stored FE, and then an integer for 300,000. I don't actually need either of those or this card. I'm going to pull them all out, and I'm going to replace them all with just one variable. And the way we do that is, as we come down here, normally what we were looking for was the stored FE, but if you look up just a little bit, is FE buffer full? So we take a variable and make is FE buffer full, and then we stick that directly in here. It works without needing the extra other variables. And these variables can go, up here and get zeroed out because we don't need them anymore. Okay, so that part's taken care of. I do still want to make some other improvements to this. I discovered that there's a Redstone reader with a clock in it, and I want to make it so that it can run even at much more power than 1000 RF per tick. But I'm trying to figure out stupid stuff that I haven't figured out yet, like does it start off with a pulse and then turn off, or start off with a gap, then the pulse, then a gap, then the pulse. That may sound like minor things to you, but I'm trying to get it as fast as I can. I did change this to a drum. The drum can hold 256 buckets instead of 20 buckets like the other thing. The other thing could be upgraded, but these were cheap and easy to make right now. And I'm getting very full over here on here and here. So I'm going to have to set up some more ore processing things. I'm going to set up a set of drawers, probably running along here. Let me know whether you want me to have crafted the drawers, set them up, then explain anything interesting that I did with it after the fact, or you actually want to see me go through crafting them and placing them. I think that takes a long time for a little bit of stuff. All right. Other thing I did last episode was I made a lumber axe and a shurkin. Both of those can be improved. Less Evil pointed it out to me. And so, lumber axe. Last time I made it with a paper plate and Knightslime for the binding. He said we'd be better off doing it the other way around. See, this is a mining speed of 311. The one I made before is a mining speed of 219. That sounds like a significant increase in mining speed. So let's try that. We'll make it this way. Then we'll take and put all these parts in so that we can emboss it with paper. That's a paper axe head this time. And we'll put that in. We'll make it unbreakable. Now, so we've got the two to compare directly. Now, was this worthwhile? I don't know whether it is or it isn't. Here, let's start off with the old axe. So we're going to try breaking these. Inconveniently, they go one down. I had them planted and then put more dirt down after the fact, which was kind of dumb. Oh, I just noticed I need food. Let's not have trouble here. So, what I want you to do is pay attention. How many axe swings does it take to do this? I think it's 3. Whoops, I know what else I need. Where's my magnet? Okay, so let's try that again. These are all ripe now, by the way, so they're time to come down. I think that was 3, but my eyesight's not the best. Okay, so that was the old axe. Let's try the new axe. Again, I still think it's taken 3. Oh, we're full, are we? I should have used the traveler's thing. Whoops. Okay, so one last try on the new axe. See if it's 3. I think they were all 3. So I don't know that it mattered all that much. Let's come over here and get rid of some of this junk because my inventory is going to completely fill up again. Notice the butterflies have changed some of those over a bit. Whoops. Other way. There we go. Oh, and we're not going to need that anymore. All right. So the other thing we did was made a Manulin Shurkin. All 4 blades were Manulin. He suggested I'd be better off with 1 bone blade. So I decided to test it, and I think he's right. So what happens is originally it was 7.8 attack damage. With the bone blade, it's 7.77. Sounds slightly less. But it has both splintering and fractured. Now I don't know if the fractured, which adds 1.5 bonus damage, is included in the 7.7 or not. But even if it is, we're adding in splintering. The way splintering works is the first aid adds 0.3, the next one 0.6, 0.9, 0.12, 1.5, etc. So this thing fires off really, really fast, and it's going to do more than 7.8 right from the get-go. And if we get the fractured added on top of that, it's doing quite a bit more damage. So putting in 1 bone blade is worthwhile for the Shurkin. All right, that takes care of the corrections on the Tinkerer stuff. Now, let's get on to what we were going to do for today. Just before this episode, I recorded a bunch of stuff where I went to go collect this stuff here, including a drop of evil. So I'm going to cut away now. You're going to get a bunch of shortcuts of me killing stuff, collecting stuff, things along those lines. It's about 3 minutes long, and then we'll come back. 2 drops of evil. Wow. Okay, we're back. Now let's make this personal shrinking device. And we'll take our personal shrinking device, put it in here, and we're making miniaturization field projectors. 4 of them. And we get our personal shrinking device back. Let's go use that. We'll come over here. Well, while I'm over here and thinking about it, I want you to see something. Loaded chunks 0. Every time I restart my game, this stuff goes away. So I have to shift left click each of these chunks to reload them again. This will be important as we change dimensions. Okay, now I want to place these things on top of these pillars. To do that, let's be taller. We'll change into an Enderman. Now this is all cobble. I just did those things so that it would be easier for you to count what we're doing. What do I mean by that? Okay, so there's 3 out to these pillars. And that's a 5 by 5. It's just cobble. The middle piece is glowstone. I used chisel on that as well. That's just for light. It's nothing special. You could have it all grass here if you wanted. I just thought it was easier for me to see how things laid out when I did it like that. All right. So we need to make some blocks. Now, the other way to do this is you can go find them out in the world. You can find these blocks that I'm about to make. I didn't find any. Either I wasn't looking carefully enough. Whoops. Stop that. So I put down 1 iron block, stick that on top, step out of the thing, and toss in 1 redstone. And it's going to miniaturize it. And it's going to make me a bunch of blocks that look like this. Now you can find those what are they called? Compact machine walls randomly out in the world. But I'm wondering if it's because I'm playing Lost Cities that there just wasn't as many of them, or I just wasn't looking carefully enough. I don't know which. Now I'm starting off with 7, well, not starting off with, I'm doing a total of 7 iron blocks here to get what I need, because I need to do a 5 by 5 empty cube. So that's it. Might be a minor disadvantage with Lost City, but next episode I'll show you why it's a severe advantage, my being on Lost Cities. And I know this takes a second. I considered cutting away for part of it, but I thought you might want to see it. It looks kind of neat. And I'm tossing 1 redstone at it each time to get it started. Okay, so we got our blocks now. We're going to need this guy. There we go. Then it's hollow, so we'll make a... I wonder if I should set up a builder to do this, if I'm going to do this a lot. Oh, what am I doing? Oops. Oop, don't do that. Okay, so that's the 3 interior, so we need just one more for the roof. And then there we go. So that's our 5x5 cube. Then what we do is we take one ender pearl, we throw the ender pearl at it. Whoops, what hit me? What the hell are you? My ender pearl didn't go off. Did I blow that? I have no idea. I've never had a problem with it before. Let's try that again. There we go. I should eat something while I'm waiting here. Didn't I just eat? Why the hell do I have to eat again? There we go. And we have ourselves a large compact machine. That's going to make a 9x9 interior. Alright, so I think I'm going to stick this thing down right there. And now, for power, I decided I'm going to use a wireless RF battery. That's stone burnt. You know how I make that. Redstone. Oh, we don't need this stuff now. And then a couple more stone burnt. I got lots of those now. And we can apply this to power anywhere. And I don't know whether you need to click on these or not, but I right-clicked on it. They seem to work, so you can tell me whether that's necessary or not to actually link them. Then we're also going to need some other building materials. Oh, I'm going to make a lens. Take our lens over here. Toss it down, shoot it with the beam once, and that makes it a lens of color. We'll slap that on the side there. I'm going to take some, I need ink sacs right now. And rather than going out and hunting a bunch of squids, I'm going to hit it with the lens of color. Why the hell did I get... That's not supposed to happen that way. They're supposed to turn into something different. Let's try that again. Where is all my bone meal? That was weird. It's supposed to turn directly into ink sacs. It should have done that immediately. Did I hit it twice? Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. Wasn't supposed to turn into rose red. I'll keep the rose red. I need it for other things. But I have no idea what happened there. Okay, so this is thickened glass. Use sandy glass. You smelt it. Regular glass and sand to make sandy glass. So that's our darkened glass. These things here is just lapis in that resonator, that red thing there. We got lots of grid power now, so that's easy to use. And we're making a moonstone. We take our moonstone, we wrap it once in dark glass, and we get dark effable glass. That means I can walk through it, the mobs can't. We're going to bring ourselves in one mob crusher. Those are gold gears, machine frame. And we'll make a couple of ender chests. I'm going to skip the ender tank for right now because I got nowhere for it to go, so I'm not going to actually use it. Mob slaughter factory. We're going to have it do double duty. It can do both. I'm going to make 3 iron drums. Those are cauldrons. It's just a U shape of iron. And the weighted pressure plates are 2 iron together. I'm going to make some redstone lamps. Couple of elevators, and a trash can. Haven't decided if I'm setting the trash can up yet or not. Let's go in this thing. So I'm right-clicking with my personal shrinking device. And boom, we are in a 9x9 room, empty room. So, what are we doing in here? We're going to take, I want to come down 1, 2, 3 there, dirt, floor. I'm going to leave it as a 3-high basement on this thing. I don't even actually need this floor. I could just do the dirt 1 level up, but I'd rather... dirt always makes me nervous that it's going to go away and all the mobs are going to fall through. And I don't actually need the extra level, so I might as well do this. Oh, my ring. Yes, I have grid power right now, but if I try to fly, won't let me. Got to do the standard thing, throw it on the ground, pick it up. Now I'm going to fly over here. Now, these walls let in light, so we've got to encase it so that there's no light. And again, it doesn't have to be this type of... this is just cobble. Okay, and then we're going to put one more row around here. Then we're going to fill in the bottom here with dirt. Good. Then I want a floor for me to walk on out here, and I'm going to put it down 1 level lower than this, I think. Okay, now that that's in place, I'm going to take my mob crusher and we'll put it right here. And I'll come around, oh, elevators. Should have been down here when I did it. That way I don't have to bounce around coming up and down. Slaughter factory goes there. Then I'm also going to cut in 2 there. Put down a redstone lamp there. And a lever there. Do the same thing over on this side. Go into. Put that down. Oh, redstone lamps. They used to let light through before. They weren't considered a opaque block. They are opaque now. They do not let light through. Ineffable glass. I think I'm going to make myself a double door here. That way I can walk through it and the mobs can't. I'm going to put a lever on the back of you. I'm going to put actually one more row of these just to save, because you can't, I'm not tall enough to see through that part there anyway, so I'll save some of my dark glass and use cobble for this. Then we'll fill in the rest with dark glass. And F4, so as you can see it's all zeros in here right now. And we turn on our lights. Now nothing can spawn in there. Alright, so let's go down below. And we'll count in 1, 2, I think 3 sounds good. And we'll drop down one of these guys. And yes, it's hitting both of them. That's good. Then under you, we're going to come out those things. Yes, I do. Let's use the fluid flat transfer instead. There we go. And then we'll take a drum. There we go. How does that have fluid in it already? It hasn't killed anything yet. Where the hell did the essence come from? Alright. So then on the back of this thing, we're going to stick one of these and one of our chests. This isn't very big, so I got to deal with that pretty quick. And actually, let's get tall again. Okay. Actually, let's use some of rose red. Okay, we'll make this one red. There we go. And we'll come up a way of dealing with the stuff that goes into there later. Over here, we're going to cut out 3 of those. We will get 2 of those in there. And then put one of these things here. Actually, I put that away, didn't I? Whoops. Where is my Morpho tool? Morpho tool, where are you? There you are. I'm going to turn one of these off for just now. Okay, I think we're all ready to go. Oh, I know what I do want. I want a step here. And then we'll put... We'll turn that off. Turn that off. Oh, now I know what else I have to do. Mob Crusher. Let's set you to active on a redstone signal. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I need... And I don't get the glass back. Piss me off. Put another one of those there, and we'll put our lever on here. So it's in an off state right now. Okay, so... Oh, you haven't... There. So it started sticking the meat in there. Now that it's done that, it'll stick the pink slime in there. And we'll leave that going for now, because I have to deal with the things that go in here, and that'll fill up so fast. So I'm going to have to set up a drawer system or something down below, and we'll have all this shifted to that drawer system. To get out... Oh, by the way, when you come in, by default, it will plant you right in the middle of here. And if you build there, you got a problem. So you can select a spot to come in at instead. Like, let's say, if I right-click right here... Oh, that took me out. That didn't set it. Let's try that again. I don't know how to do this. We're about to find out. So... Shift, entry point set. So now when I go out and come back in, I came back in, I seem to be 2 out from the wall. Oh, I know what happened. It's wherever I happen to be standing, not where I'm clicking. Entry point set. Now when I go out, come back in, yeah, I'm against the wall now. So that's how you set where your entry point is so that you can build in the other parts of it. And how are you working out? Yeah, so we've almost got a bucket now. But I think we're pretty much done for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah, and be sure to tell me in the comments whether you think I should just set up the drawers along here. I'll tell you anything interesting that I did with it. And I'll start piping the stuff over from there, piping the stuff from the mob drops. I'll set up a trash system and other things for the drawers. But that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Go out there and have some fun. Thanks.